Hello, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. Today, we are going to dive into a very fun topic. We are going to be talking about 4 ways that you can flourish as a conscious woman. Okay. So I'm going to make sure. All right. It says that I'm live. All right. So if you are joining me live, please comment live below. If you are watching the replay, please comment #replay. This will help boost the algorithms here in this group to get this video for more people to watch it and engage in it. So say hello, let me know that you are watching. And I want to know from you before I dive into today's topic, how are you currently flourishing in your life? How do you feel like you are really on top of your game? Maybe you feel like you're on this high. Maybe you just feel like, oh yeah, this energy just feels really great and expansive, whatever it may be. I want to know how you feel like you are flourishing. Okay. And we're also going to be talking about, for a moment, a brief moment, if you are feeling like you are just kind of in this like space of, I'm not really sure if I'm flourishing. I know that there's probably more potential for me, but I just don't know quite how to get there. I just don't know what I'm capable of, and I need a little bit of help. If that's you, put a little emoji or put a little like, yes, me, I could use some support. I could use some help, and I will help you move through that. Okay. So this week I've been chatting with some of the members in DMs, asking them how they want to flourish in their lives. And I know that these women have some pretty common pain points that all of us can relate to. I know for me personally, I can relate to some of these things. I've been through pretty much all of these things, and I know that you can relate to that as well. So in order to us to really be able to flourish in life, we need to know where we are feeling stuck or what area we want to flourish in. Okay, so I'm going to share some of these common things with you that I had heard from a couple of different people. And there are a few things here, but if you have something to add, again, drop it in the comments. Let me know what's something that you're currently experiencing that you need a little bit of support or a boost in. Okay. So the first one that I had heard about is lack of self-confidence in regards to being able to initiate conversations or more fun, probably more soul nourishing conversations. This particular person wanted to be able to engage in conversations where people wouldn't look at her like, wait, what are you talking about? Okay. And so in order for her to really have these nourishing conversations, she really wanted a boost in self-confidence. So who can relate to that? Who can relate to wanting a little bit of boost of self-confidence in order to engage or initiate conversations? And this is super interesting because for me, because I am not one for small talk. I crave the soul nourishing, nurturing type of conversations. And sometimes I can seem very standoffish because I don't really know how to initiate the small talk. And so therefore, typically I like avoid small talk. And I remember this was probably like a year ago. I was standing in line at the coffee shop and this lady standing behind me, and all of a sudden I turned and we kind of like looked at each other, and I initiated a conversation, and I came home so excited. And I told my husband, I initiated a conversation and it was small talk. And I feel like I should get a medal. Like this was a huge moment for me. And even though now I could probably laugh at myself for that, I lacked confidence in being able to make those conversations. And my husband is like the king of small talk conversations. So he can make conversation with anybody, anywhere, like ask people in the grocery store, like, what you making for dinner? And I am usually like, can we just get what we need and leave? Because it was such a, like, maybe it was my own lack of confidence and just like that awkward, like, what do I say? So let me know if you can relate to that. And maybe it's a lack of sorry, I'm just going to try to pull my comments here. Maybe it's a lack of confidence, or maybe it's just, well, who wants to really hear what I have to say type of thing, right? And I remember a mentor at one time said to me, when you can talk about the weather, I mean, even though it's uncomfortable, it's still okay. You're still making connection with people, and that's important. Okay. Another thing I heard this week that somebody wanted to flourish in is being able to trust her own intuition to be able to make decisions that would help support her and her family and her career. So again, drop a yes or a me if you know and understand that, yes, you too want to be able to trust your intuition, to utilize your intuition to make decisions that are going to be impactful for you and others. Okay. All right. The third thing I heard this week was being able to say no. The way that she could flourish in life is by saying no. All right. Recovering people pleaser here. I know that saying no can be very, very tricky. Again, drop an emoji if you can relate to her. The next one is more financial freedom and abundance in her life. Like, who knows that they would be able to flourish in life if they had more money, if they had more financial abundance? There are definitely times where I know that is how I feel. Put a money symbol if that's you. All right. And the last one that I heard about this week was being able to have more patience towards people and situations. Yeah. Don't even ask my husband how my patience ranks sometimes. Oh, yes. I can definitely attest to that one as well. So if you have other ones, like if you're thinking about how do you want to flourish in life. Oh, and the other one was it's coming back to me now, more connected relationships with other women. Okay. More connection with other women and other people, family members in their lives. So I want to know from you, how do you want to flourish in your life as a conscious woman? What area of your life do you really want to expand, bloom, flourish in? Okay. So today I'm going to share with you 4 ways as a conscious woman how you can flourish. Okay, so flourishing in a conscious way involves being intentional. It involves being aware and also aligned with one's values and purpose. All right, so here are 4 ways that you can flourish. So the first one is mindfulness and self-awareness. So on a scale of like 1 to 10, so 1 being like, no, I give no time and effort to mindfulness and self-awareness, like, it's not really on my radar. 10 being, I am super hyper self-aware and mindful with every action, every decision I am making. So 1 extreme, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the extreme on the other side. Where do you see yourself currently as a conscious woman being connected to your mindfulness and your self-awareness? Okay, I want to know below. So cultivating mindfulness practices such as meditation, yoga, or journaling can help women develop self-awareness and presence in their daily lives. This is by being attuned to your thoughts, to your emotions, and reactions. When you are attuned to your thoughts, your emotions, reactions, women can make conscious choices that support their well-being and growth. So are you practicing mindfulness? Would you say that you have a pretty good level of self-awareness? Oops, sorry, I'm trying to see the comments and they're not pulling up here. Kristen, hi, welcome. So are you, like I said, are you practicing mindfulness? Are you practicing self-awareness? When you're overcome, when emotion floods your experience, your being, are you able to detect what the emotion is? Are you able to look at it and say, okay, this is what I'm experiencing. This is the emotion that I'm feeling, and understand it on a deeper level? Or do you just let it pass you by and you don't think twice about it? Or do you let it consume you where it almost feels suffocating and you can't move on, right? Or or you choose to ignore the pain or numb the pain, numb the emotions. You're reacting in not the most pleasant ways to other people and situations, right? So mindfulness and self-awareness, they go hand in hand. All right, so the second way we as conscious women can flourish is by living authentically. Living authentically. So embracing authenticity means honoring one's true self and values rather than conforming to societal expectations or norms. Women can flourish by embracing their unique strengths, passions, aspirations, and by expressing themselves authentically in their personal and professional endeavors. So, are you living, again, I want you to look at a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being, I'm pretty sure I'm just living by other people's expectations and what they want of me, or this way that they wish I were. So I'm just kind of conforming into this little bubble so that I can fit in and be liked and loved. Or have you been able to step out of that bubble and really know who you are and live from that space? Which is sometimes pretty hard because we are surrounded by other people and other influences all the time. We are being bombarded all the time. And so how are you living authentically in your life? Not so much. Or a 10, yeah, absolutely. And let me know in the comments, okay? So scale yourself 1 to 10. How are you living authentically? All right, the third way, not at all. Kristen, elaborate a little bit. How are you not living authentically? So kind of putting yourself in that bubble, feeling the pressures of people around you, living in a way that is kind of, again, the societal expectations. We're just moving through life because we want to be liked. We want to be loved. It makes us feel vulnerable when we actually are being our authentic self. I could tell you lots of stories about that. I have put on many different masks in my life to fit in and to make sure that I was liked or even loved or appreciated from other people, or treated my body a certain way so that I could fit in, right? That doesn't help us flourish. All right, the third thing I'm going to share with you today is how you can flourish as a conscious woman is by cultivating more gratitude and joy in your life. So how are you currently experiencing joy? How are you currently expressing gratitude in your life? Yeah, Kristen says, I'm not even sure what my authentic self is. I have just done what other people have said. Yeah, and that's, again, I can totally feel that. I see you. It is tricky. And I'll come back to that here in a moment, but it is hard. It can be very challenging when we don't know who we are. And the first thing we can really do is start to ask ourselves questions like, what do I value? What are my morals? What do I want and desire in our lives? And a lot of times as women, we don't ask ourselves those questions. What do I dream of? Who do I want to be? So start asking some of those questions to figure out who you are and how you can live more authentically. And I'd love to help you dig into that, Kristen. A lot of times we have a lot of deep-seated, rooted beliefs that are keeping us in this little safe cocoon. And there's a reason for that. There's a part within us that wants to protect us so that we don't feel vulnerable, so that we don't feel scared to be seen. And whatever that part or that role is playing for us, it's important, but it's also within our power and our ability to figure out what that part is and let it be seen. Okay. All right. Sorry. Back to number 3, cultivating gratitude and joy. Are you experiencing joy in your life? Are you expressing gratitude? So practicing gratitude and focusing on moments of joy can help women, all of us women, foster a positive mindset and enhance our overall well-being. By consciously acknowledging and appreciating the blessings in our lives, we as women can cultivate resilience, optimism, and a sense of abundance. Engaging in activities that bring us joy, such as spending time with loved ones, pursuing hobbies, connecting with nature, that's one of my most favorite ways, can further nourish our spirits and contribute to a flourishing life. So additionally, expressing gratitude through acts of kindness and generosity can deepen connections with others and foster a sense of interconnectedness and fulfillment. So this morning, I had posted that when we extend love, when we extend gratitude, when we extend joy, those moments create miracles. So everything that you do that is an extension of love is a miracle. And it was so beautiful. This morning I went to the gym to teach my class, and one of the members, who was also a member in this group, gave each of us a little angel coin. And tomorrow is National Random Act of Kindness Day. And I just thought, oh, this is a miracle. This extension of love, this extension of kindness is a miracle. And bringing forth that joy and that gratitude is going to help you flourish. So finding ways to bring more joy into your life, find more ways that you can extend love and miracles will help you flourish. All right. And the last thing I want to know, well, first of all, before I get to the last one here, I want to know, okay, so if tomorrow is a random act of kindness today, drop the comment below. What can you do for somebody else tomorrow? How can you extend that random act of kindness? How can you extend that miracle? How can you extend that love to others? And then I want you to actually follow through with it. Okay. You can start today. All right. So number 4, embracing self-compassion and empathy. This is how we can flourish. So cultivating self-compassion involves treating oneself, our own self, with kindness, understanding, acceptance, especially during times of struggle or failure. Women can flourish by nurturing a compassionate inner dialogue, acknowledging their imperfections, and embracing themselves with unconditional love and empathy. By practicing self-compassion, women can build resilience, self-confidence, and emotional well-being. So how are you showing self-compassion and self-love to you? So this week I had a special running that was about love illumination, which was a gift of a guided meditation for you to connect into love, raise your energy and vibration, and feel what it is to accept, nurture, and love yourself. Giving yourself that space for more compassion, for more love, more empathy. So again, on this scale of 1 to 10, are you at a 1 where you're like, no, I'm not really digging myself right now? I need to focus on love, loving myself unconditionally. And maybe the one is also you love yourself, but only with conditions. And we talked about that earlier this week too. Or a 10, where you feel like you can give yourself compassion. You can give yourself that time of love. You can gift yourself something extra special. So, furthermore, extending empathy and compassion towards others fosters deeper connections, promotes harmony in relationships, and contributes to a more compassionate and empathetic society overall. And that's what I really want this community to be about, right? This community, Flourish, a space for conscious women, a gathering space for conscious women, is a space for us to really understand who we are. We can look at the layers of, okay, this is how I really want to flourish in my life. And instead of saying, well, I don't know how I'm going to get there, look at it deeper. What do I need to get to that financial freedom? What do I need to get to that place where I can say no? What do I need to feel more confident by initiating conversations? What do I need to have more patience? And be willing to look at those pain points of what's causing you to not feel like you're flourishing. To create connections within this space that says, hey, this is what I'm feeling. And I know I can't be alone in this. I need a little bit of support. What's some ideas here? And by sharing even some of the most vulnerable, like Kristen, I don't know my authentic self. I don't know her. That's vulnerable to say, but what a perfect, beautiful way to state the experience in order to get the guidance, the support, the connection in this space. So again, if you're just joining, I want to know, what area of life do you want to flourish in? How do you want to bloom? How do you want to grow and expand? And it's Friday at 2:22 p.m. I have a few more spots left tonight if you still want in on that love illumination package. So it's a 30-minute guided meditation that you will receive access to. You will get a recording of a love illuminated intuitive reading. And I recorded one this week on Zoom so that you can actually see the visualizations of the cards and hear the messages. That's $55. If you want to upgrade because you know that you need you want a lot of one-on-one support, you can upgrade and add the VIP experience, which is a 5-day access to me through Voxer. If you're unfamiliar with Voxer, it's like a walkie-talkie. You can text message through the app, or you can use it like a walkie-talkie and send voice memos. And it's really a beautiful way to connect with me to say, hey, this is what's coming up. This is the question I have. This is what area I really want to focus on. And I coach you and give you things to work on that we can do together. In that container. I have used Voxer with all of my mentors and coaches, and it is one of my most favorite ways. If you don't like to voice memo, you can type it out. But it's, for me, I'm a talker. Like, I want to be able to spew out what I'm feeling for somebody else to hear it and say, okay, this is how we can work through that. So typically, as you know, my sessions just for 1 hour are typically $200, but you get me in Voxer for 5 days with no time limit besides I have business hours, but it's a really freaking phenomenal deal. So I will extend that offer today until 5 p.m. Okay. You get to choose what 5 days we work together. It's like a Monday through Friday type deal. We don't have to start today. We can pick the day that you start. Okay. So I will drop that link. Let me pull it up here. And I want to know, again, how are you flourishing? How can I help you? How can the women in this group help and support you and give you that guidance and that reassurance that you're looking for? Because because that's what I'm here. That's what I'm here for. And that's what I absolutely love and adore. All right, so I'm going to grab real quick, copy, see if I can paste. Hi, Jane, I'm just seeing your message. I'm not very good at keeping up with all of these comments because I can't see them. But anyways, there is the link. It expires today at 8 p.m. So did I say 7? I don't remember what time I am. I'll extend it till 8 p.m. Okay. So message me, purchase it, and then we will go from there. Okay. So I hope that you enjoyed these 4 ways that you can flourish as a conscious woman. And let me know which one you're going to focus on today, starting today. Which one can you focus on and bring more into your life? Mindfulness and self-awareness was 1. 2, living authentically. 3, cultivating gratitude and joy. Or 4, embracing more self-compassion and empathy. So share with me below which one you're going to really work on, and we'll go from there. All right, ladies, have a beautiful rest of your day. Again, comment replay if you watch the replay. Help me boost this in the algorithm so other members can see this. And I will see you soon. Until then, take care. Mm-hmm.